Right, we are live. How's everybody doing? Welcome to episode 10 of Chilling Time. Now, tonight it's a Q&A session and it's about my time at working at Disney World. So if you have any questions for me about that, please let me know and please make sure they're appropriate questions along with on topic, based on Disney World, the time I worked there. Hey Joanne, how you doing? Why are you gonna cry? Please don't cry, at least not on the live stream. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well, and welcome everybody watching in the replay and in the live chat. Now, in case if you miss this live stream, you may ask me questions in the comment box below. And Vanish and Ray, how are you both doing? How you doing? I'm really sorry to hear that, Joanne. Yeah, we're gonna get started with the Q&A in just a moment. Now, another thing I want to mention, I have a couple of things to show you later on. So, if you want to stick around for that, I might show you what I have in relation to my time at Disney World, as an employee there. Now, this, let's just say, maybe about halfway through the live stream, we'll take a break from Q&A, and I'll show you a few things. All right, so let's go with one more minute, and then I'll open up for questions. Now, in the meantime, everybody doing okay? Like anything exciting happened throughout the week or the weekend? I know for me, work was pretty crazy. I did not finish work until I did not finish work until about 8:45. It was pretty busy. Cattoad, hello there. How you doing? Welcome. Looks like you're ready for Valentine's Day. That's awesome. All right, so about 30 seconds. And of course, I had a fun time with Evelyn. She and I had a great time together, as usual. Yeah, a huge shout out to her. Hi, Evelyn. Love you. All right, so it's time. Q&A. So, just a friendly reminder, questions on my time as a Disney employee, and the questions need to be appropriate. Hey, Plant Island, welcome to the stream. Charles, right? I'm just guessing because sorry to hear that, Cat Toad. But hopefully you'll see her again soon. But anyway, so time for some questions. Like what kind of questions do you have for me about my time at Disney World? Gotcha, Charles. And I'm also keeping an eye out on the on my laptop too, the live chat. So let the Q&A session begin. Gotcha. What kind of questions? Yep, Disney World. Ooh, I am looking forward to the questions. Yep, anybody can ask me a question. You know, appropriate questions, that is. But anyway, who wants to start? Anybody? Uh, I can tell you a little bit about my experience as a Disney employee, it all started with. Let's see. Hold on a second. So Ray's question is: did any animatronics malfunction while I was working at Disney World so far? Yeah, I've heard some animatronics malfunctioning from time to time. Although the majority of the places I worked at did not involve animatronics, so I didn't have to worry about any of them malfunctioning. Um, I don't know, Kato, but what does that have to do with Disney World? And yes, it's a Hardee's. It's just Dr. Pepper from Hardee's. But anyway, for Disney World, that's gonna be the main focus here. Let's see. Yeah, of course, as far as animatronics malfunctioning, I've heard different stories. I heard one story about, well, oh really, interesting. Now, I don't know if this involves with animatronics, but I've heard about a story about this one guy who was on It's a Small World, and the the attraction somehow stopped, and he was stuck in that one part for so long, and they that song "It's a Small World" played over and over again, and it got to the point where he got really tired of it and requested the people to to stop the music, if you know what I mean. Awesome, awesome, Token. Hi, Kato. Thank you for dropping in. Have a good night's sleep. But yeah, that's a good question, Ray. What other questions? Now, as far as showing you what I have with me, it's gonna be about maybe in the next about 30 minutes, maybe. I want to show you guys something. So it all started when it was back in 2007, August 29th of 2007, when I first started working at Disney World, and it was in a quick service food and beverage, and I was participating in one of Disney's programs. Now, I was in the program for the first 8 months of my Disney career, and then after the program ended, I switched to seasonal, and I've been seasonal for 12 years. So altogether, from 2007 to 2020, I worked there for 13 years. And I know a lot has changed throughout these 13 years. Hey Stan, welcome. How are you? And I do have to say, it was quite an experience. Like, you know how as a kid, you would visit Disney, at least, well, I would say at least once, but for myself as a kid, I went to Disney, countless times since my parents were annual pass holders at that time, and I never dreamt that I would be working at Disney World, and and surprisingly enough, that's that's where I began working at, and I got to meet a lot of people from around the world, which is my favorite part because you get to learn you get to learn about their cultures, their countries, and so much more. Even the history and the language is fun too to learn as well. And also, I got to work in different lines of business, and I got to learn different things. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Welcome. And the you guys can ask me anytime you want while I'm talking, and I'll do the best I can to answer them. And during the first 8 months, I was rooming at one of the apartments that Disney owned, and I got the room with other people, other guys, and one of them would have to be one of them, Donovan. He's my best friend that shows up in my live stream from time to time, and it's interesting in a way that I'll have to mention this later when if Donovan is able to join tonight. But anyway, but yeah, I room with different people throughout those 8 months in the apartment buildings, and I got to learn different things when I was in the food and beverage industry, and there's some other ones too that I did too. Stan. Sorry, Charles, not tonight. I might know the answer, but this is a Q&A session about my time at Disney World. Thank you for the kiss, Wendy, but I don't have a kiss command, but I do have a hug command. But anyway, yeah, any questions you might have? Anything you're wondering about? Anything you're interested in? It's called a mashup. Really? I did not know. But anyway, yeah. Any kind of questions like involving with special events, fireworks, Disney characters, any of them? Anything you might have, please let me know and I'll answer away. I do have to say that many times when I was at Disney World, like every time as a seasonal employee, every time I would go to work there during the summers, and anytime I'm not either in school or anything else, every something is different. Something's different, some type of change every time I go back there. And I do have to say also, I enjoyed the time I got to take my brother with me into the parks, and along with hanging out with some friends there too. I can't tell you how many times I've been to the parks, and my favorite part about the parks is that you can park hop, from one park to another. Like for example, from Magic Kingdom over to Epcot. That's just an example. Now, back in the day, it was really possible for me to park hop to all four theme parks, which I know it's I know that it may seem impossible, but you'd be surprised. Like you may be surprised for sure. Now, I'm just wondering for you guys, have any of you been to Disney World before? Just out of curiosity. Anybody? Let me check something here on my laptop. And I am just wondering, what is your favorite kind of food? If you've been to Disney World, what kind of food do you like there? I know for me, I really like their well, there's different things I like. Their ooh, I know they have these creamsicles. They're like those orange popsicles with the vanilla ice cream inside, the dreamsicle. That is so delicious. I love that. There's the sweet cream cheese pretzels. They're pretzels that are filled with sweet cream cheese, and of course the churros are really good too. Now there's also turkey legs. Well, I'm I'm not quite a fan of turkey legs, but they're pretty popular in the parks. Hey Silver, how's it going? Welcome. Do you have any questions for me about Disney World? Yeah, because we're yeah, right now we're doing a Q&A session on my time at Disney World, as an employee there. Alrighty, as long as the questions are appropriate, yeah, ask away. Now, um, well, that's a good question. I mean, I remember as a kid, Disney World was 2 hours away from where I live, and of course, when it comes to Disney World, there's so many things to do there at the theme parks, and yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've been there. Not only as a kid, but also as an employee. There's in a way, it's kind of like a vacation. Hey Oscar, how are you? Welcome. All right, let me type in Oscar's channel here, or his link, his command. There we go. Yep, definitely check out his channel. Give him a like, give him a sub. I believe, yep, he's already made a thousand subs. Anyway, so yeah, like when it comes to Disney World, like there's a lot of I want to say like oh, what do you call it? It's like you can like you have this inner child in a way, like you can be a kid at Disney World. Um, right now I don't, Silver, and when I was at Disney World, when I was working there, the first 8 months, I lived with roommates at one of Disney's apartments, and when I was seasonal, I would stay either with my aunt or a friend of mine, and that was how I was able to be able to work seasonally at Disney. Because if I if I didn't have that option, then it would have been a lot of travel back and forth, which it wouldn't be worth it for me. When I was working at Disney World, I was able to take my brother into the parks with me multiple times, and I got to go with family members along with some friends. Now, around Christmas time, I would usually bring my family into the parks, and it's like our special Christmas trip together as a family. And that was and part of it was when one of my relatives before she passed, she was able to go with us. Let's see. Oh yes, with the ride maintenances, there are different occasions where they would have a ride closed for refurbishment, and there are certain times if an attraction were not working correctly, they had to close it and to fix the problem, and that happens from time to time when it comes to the ride. All right, Joanne, that's great. And there's also like for example, there's a certain season where An attraction like Splash Mountain, for example, they would be closed for a certain period of time for maintenance and refurbishment. And once it's complete, they reopen it. After a certain time period. Yeah, that's definitely a good question, Ray. And Silver, that's a good question too about me taking along in Disney World. So my main role in Disney was quick service food and beverage. That covers fast food restaurants, food stands. For me personally, I worked in food stands. I was status there for 13 years. Now, I was able to do other lines of it. I was able to do other things outside food and beverage, which it's like it's kind of like working extra hours in a way. And when it comes to the food stands, I would sell and serve ice cream, but like ice cream, hot dogs, popcorn, just to name a few. And I have to say, there's so many. I mean, so many food products that's over at Disney World. And another treat that I thought about that I really like is the pineapple floats. Surprising, right? Pineapple. But Dole Whip, like Dole is the brand of the pineapple, and it's like a pineapple ice cream in the pineapple juice. That was one of my all-time favorite snacks there. So delicious. Ugh. Now, on a side note, in about 8 minutes, I'm gonna show you guys a few things that I have with me, and they are definitely from Disney. The times when I was there, and I really hope you like them once I show you them. Now, in like positions that I did working food and beverage, I worked as a greeter, a cashier, a filler, and a busser. Those are the four positions. Oh, and the stalker, that's five. So, five positions I did when working food and beverage. Let's see, the other jobs I did, let's see, there's quick service, there's table service, there's room operations, attractions, merchandise, convention guide, media guide, and a few more. Now, I was able to work at all four of the theme parks, two of the water parks, and like multiple resorts. Even Disney Springs. Back then, it was called Downtown Disney, and the name changed about halfway through my Disney career, if I remember correctly. And when it was Downtown Disney, they had this one place called Disney Quest. It was a five-storied art indoor like an interactive indoor theme park, and I love that place so much. There's a multitude of video games to play, and there's also this one called the Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster. It's like a combination of a bumper car and cannon. Like you drive around in these vehicles, and you get to shoot out these rubber balls that or foamy balls that you fire at the other carts. Now they have these icons on the windows that if the ball touches it, your vehicle spins out of control for 3 seconds. Oh, that one was so much fun. And they got some other interactive activities as well. And that place no longer exists. It closed several years ago. And about a couple years ago, there was this place called the NBA Experience, where you get to experience like with when it comes to basketball, like get to experience it was like being in the NBA with the drills, the officiating, and so much more. And I really enjoy that too. And what is there today? I don't know. And they have this attraction called Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, it's a show. It's a show in a way. Like back then, there was La Nuba. That was a Cirque du Soleil show, and it's a different kind of show now. I don't remember the name of it, but I've been to one of the La Nuba shows at least once. It was uh, it was incredible. I like the performance is fantastic. Hey, what other questions? What other questions? And they had like a couple of other shows back then when there was Downtown Disney. Now, Disney Springs, that a is majority wise a huge shopping center, and there's so many stores in that area. All right, 4 more minutes, and then I get to show you what I have with me. But yeah, definitely good questions, Ray. Good questions. I'm just checking something at the moment while I'm waiting for more questions. While I am waiting for more questions. Now, for those of you who are just joining in, I would like to welcome you to the live stream. This is the episode 10 of Chilling Time, and tonight it's a Q&A session, and it's on my time working at Disney World. And all right, Ray, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for the questions. If you have any more, please let me know in the comment box below. Um, all right, 2 more minutes before I show you what I have with me. Yeah, I hope you like them. I might as well grab one of them right now since we're close to the time. Let's make it both. Okay. All right, I got it with me, and I'm gonna be sharing in just a moment. Um, I hope you guys are enjoying the Q&A so far. I know there's been a few questions so far. I'm just wondering, if you've been to Disney World or Disneyland, what are some of your favorite memories? Yeah, if you have any that you like to share, uh, feel free. And also, definitely keep the questions rolling if you please. All right, about 30 seconds. Let me do this. All right, who is ready? What I have in my lap is what I like to share with you. Just a couple things, and I do hope you like them. Now, you're more than welcome to ask me questions about these items. And here we go. So I'm going to be switching to the screen. So here we go. Okay, so as you can see right here in my lap, I have these pins. Yeah, these are my favorite pins that I got when I was working at Disney World. And I think certain ones are collectible for sure. So up here, you got Tinkerbell right here, where it says "Where dreams come true." You know, it kind of reminds me of Cinderella. And here you got Space Patrol Delta. That's one of the Power Ranger series. Now, back then when it was called MGM Studios, they had one of the Power Ranger. Well, they have a Power Ranger from each series, meeting and greeting the guests. And here's a pin right here. Magic Kingdom was my main park that I worked in, and of course you got the word fantasy underneath here. And you also have right here Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Was their opening day was in 2007, which that was when the year I first started working at Disney. And of course, my favorite pirate, Captain Jack, on the right, next to Barbossa, who was the villain in the first Pirates movie. And speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean, that's one of my favorite attractions when I visited the parks. Now, here's the cool thing about this pin right here. You can rotate this. You got the Jolly Roger. You got Daisy right there, and of course you got Donald. Here's Minnie, Pluto, then, and then you got Goofy right here, and that's pretty much all the things that Mickey can see through the telescope. And over here is Stitch. And you got the stars hanging out from the big star. And of course, Stitch is looking kind of mischievous, the way he looks. And, of course, you got, I forgot what you call this, but it's something that I stuck the pins on. Anyway, and now here, this is my photo album right here. The Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if it's a collectible, but I got this to put my photographs in. Now in the middle, I have it, just not with me. It's the compass. That's what goes in the middle of the hole there. Now opening up, as you can see right here on the left side, you got the photo right here. That's myself with Stitch. And this is Stitch's autograph right here. Yeah, I got quite a bit to show you right here. I hope you enjoy them. So the first one is Stitch, and then of course you got Princess Ariel from The Little Mermaid. And of course Stitch, that's from Lilo and Stitch. And this is Ariel's autograph right here too. Yeah, each character has a special kind of signature. And here you got Princess Aurora. Now, believe it or not, I was that young, with the short hair, and I was thinner back then. Is Princess Aurora's autograph right here. And then here's Cinderella. Now, Cinderella is my favorite Disney princess. I guess partially because of the blue dress that she wears, because blue is my favorite color, and of course the blonde hair, which I too have blonde hair, which my hair's gotten darker, but anyway. So Cinderella, that's her autograph right here. And here you got Princess Belle. Now, if you ever visit the Disney parks, they have different sections of the park where you can meet and greet the Disney characters. And there are certain occasions where, like for example, during the holidays, a certain type of characters would appear during that time, something that you would not normally see, which is not common. Anyway, this is Belle's autograph here, and sorry for the blurriness in the photo. Well, I mean the glare, but this is Mulan, and of course Belle's from Beauty and the Beast. And of course, you got Mulan's autograph right here. And here's Prince Caspian. Now, this character was a limited time character because Prince Caspian is from the movie The Chronicles of Narnia. It's from the second movie of Chronicles of Narnia. And of course, Caspian's signature right here. And then you got Mickey Mouse in the sorcerer outfit. Now, the one time, other than there was the one location where he's dressed up like this, but my favorite Disney show of all time when I was there, Fantasmic. It's a nighttime show over at Hollywood Studios, and the show is fantastic. I love the the special effects, the theatricality and whatnot. And he would make an appearance close to the end of the performance, but I'm not going to spoil anymore because if you haven't seen the show yet, I'd rather not spoil it. I'll let you experience it yourself. Now, now these two, they're oldies right here. Back then, during the Disney Channel, if I remember correctly, it's Ron Stoppable and Kim Possible from the show Kim Possible. Yeah, I like that show a lot. Like, you know, Ron is funny in his own way, and Kim has some cool moves, especially since she's a cheerleader. And these are their autographs right here. And then on the next page, here's Frozone from Mr. Incredible. Yeah, it's interesting in a way that the second Incredibles movie, the second Incredibles movie has not, what do you call it? The second Incredibles movie has not been made in 14 years. But anyway, to answer your question, Silver, that is me. That's the younger me, way back then. At that time, I was in my early, when I first started working at Disney World, I was either 19 or 20, and of course, I was in my early 20s, I believe, during the time of the photos. So yes, that's definitely me. Hey, Frozone's autograph here, and then of course, the red Space Patrol Delta Ranger from SPD. A house tour. I would have to say no on the. Well, at least the house I'm in right now, I would have to say no. My other house, the one that I own right now, it's not livable yet, but I could probably show you around the house. Maybe we'll see. Anyway, the Red Ranger's autograph right here. And then here's Kenai from Brother Bear. And of course, like I said, each character has a different special kind of autograph, like Kenai's. And then here's Jiminy Cricket right here. Yeah, one of the older characters. One of the older characters in Disney history. Now, Jiminy Cricket is from Pinocchio, which is the second animated movie that Disney produced. Yeah, I was a lot thinner back then, Silver, yes. Hey, Alicorn, how are you? Welcome. How many photos do I have, Joanne? That's a good question. Well, we're almost to the end of what do you call it, the photo autograph book. We're pretty close to the end. But during my time at Disney, I took pictures with, I can't tell you how many Disney characters I'd taken pictures with back then. So Jiminy Cricket right here, his autograph, and then of course here's Pocahontas. And here's Pocahontas' autograph right here. And like I said, we're getting closer to the end. This is Rafiki from The Lion King. Yeah, but I'm just showing them, Silver. It's just like a little break before we continue the Q&A session. But anyway, so Rafiki, and the last one, well, actually, second to last, this is Brer Bear from the Song of the South. Now, Song of the South, I have not seen that movie. I've seen pieces of it, but I have not seen the whole thing. And I would say, well, let's see. Brer Bear is really interesting in the way when it comes to his character. Now, this is, I think these are stickers, so I'm not sure, but there are different ones here, like the Pirates of the Caribbean. There's the logo up there, and of course you got the medallion right here, which I'm gonna have to show you. Let's see if I can find it. I can show you my medallion. I'm not sure if my T-shirt was oversized, but I think I wore it was either a medium or a large T-shirts back then. And here's the last one right here. Now this is with another friend of mine. It was during the Pirate and Princess party back in 2007. I have not, they haven't had this kind of party in years, but here's the both of us, my friend and I, with Captain Jack Sparrow. And I had to tell you, those are really, really fun memories. I will always cherish them. Okay, back to Q&A. So, any other questions for me, everybody? Like something that, like I guess like from what I showed you, or maybe something that's come to mind. Any other kind of questions? What do you mean? What happened to my hair? It's short. I don't know if my hair back then was, I guess like a different shape or whatnot. I don't know, but hey, Goten, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, way different. Like, I still cut my hair short, because I like short hair and I like to let it grow back. You know what I mean? Do I eat Domino's? Yes, actually. Not often, but I have Domino's before. Just wondering, Goten. Do you have any questions about well, with the Q&A session? I'm allowing viewers to ask appropriate questions about my time working at Disney World, which it's been 13 years, working there. Yeah, I know the hairline is different for sure. Yeah, but yeah, the like maybe like if you have a question about a certain attraction, or maybe like what are the like what were the crowds like, or the best time to go, or something like that, like whichever kind of question you might have for me, based on you know based on Disney World. Now, for those of you who are watching in the replay, if you have any questions for me, please let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see if I can make like a separate live stream, or maybe like a video answering your questions. Hey Lily, welcome to the stream. How are you? The consequences when I misbehave during work, well, it depends on it depends. Like if it's a severe if it was severe, then it would end up in a termination. In other words, I wouldn't be working at Disney anymore. I started to stream about 45 minutes ago, Lily. And a moment ago, I was showing some stuff that I have with me. Now, let's see, what kind of maybe I can give you an example, Silver. So, maybe well, I can say I'm not working at Disney currently. I haven't been for like 3 years or so. But it wasn't anything that I did. It wasn't anything I did wrong. It was just during the time when the pandemic hit here in the U.S. And yeah, it's definitely been 3 years, Silver. 3 years since I was last employed at Disney. So the kind of misbehavior, if one were to, for example, was it global? Hmm, I see. But anyway, but because of the pandemic, um, I was one of the selected who was let go, and again, like I said, it was nothing I did wrong. And say if if one were to I guess like no, I can't. At least right now I can't. Yeah, I've tried certain times, but what does that have to do with Disney World? Well, anyway, does anybody like water parks? I've been to both of Disney's water parks. It's Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. Now, the theme of those are pretty different for sure. And yes, Lily, that's correct. Yeah, because of the pandemic, I guess I think the way it worked was I guess like for those who have and I guess based on the seniority, I think, and I'm not sure exactly if my 13 years counted since 12 of the years I was seasonal. Um, anybody can get banned for a certain reason that would cause them to get banned. Let's see. I water parks I love, especially over at Blizzard Beach. There's this tall water slide called Summit Plummet. You just slide straight down from the top. It's so much fun. That's an interesting commander, Alicorn. Although I kind of wondered though. Let's see, winged unicorns. I could do a poll on that one, Alicorn. And is it a Disney challenge, Joanne? I don't know. As a sports teacher, well, I do have a sports degree. That's true. Now, speaking of sports, Silver, I there were times I did work over at the Wide World of Sports. It's I want to say there was a different name before it was called ESPN Wide World Sports. But anyway, when I was over there, I got to work at the concession stands along with a couple other things. And there are times I got to see, well, like for example, with college basketball, when I was going from one place to another, there would be head coaches from different colleges, you know, watching the excuse me, watching basketball games. I guess like in a way like scouting in a way. Welcome back, Token and Joanne. Thou have to wait. I mean, who doesn't have muscles, Silver? Do you have muscles? You kind of made me think of that one scene from The Sword and the Stone with Merlin and Arthur. The one part where let's see, where Merlin mentions about muscles, and Arthur says, "But I don't have any muscles." And Merlin's like, "You don't? Well, then how do you move?" Good question, Lily. I haven't gone to Disney World. Well, I barely gone to Disney World. Yeah, for quite some time now. There was one time when I was visiting in Orlando for a couple of my friends' wedding. There was another friend that I was staying with. He invited me to join him at Disney World, which I went with. I went with him, and we got to go into Epcot, and that was fun. Hey Keith, welcome to the stream. How are you? Any questions about Disney World? Oh, you mean like the Big Muscle Silver? Well, nothing to do with Disney, but I don't have my muscles are not that big. Now, with me working on cars, my arm muscles got a little bit bigger, but not really big. But anyway, that's beside the that's beside the point there. Not yet, but that's not a Disney question. Sorry, guys. If you guys want to, I can do another Q&A session, and it'll just be about myself, not just like my time at Disney. Hmm. Let's see, how did I calm myself down at work? Yeah, now that's a good question, Lily. Whenever I'm like during the busy times, I just do the best I can to remain calm and not panic or get overwhelmed. And um, taking breaths, of course, would help a bit. And of course, also also being reminded, that God is with me and He's He's helped me remain calm. Yeah, no silver. Those questions I'll have to say for another one. So how about this? Any questions not related to Disney World, I'll answer in the next Q&A on chilling time. Would that be okay? And I'm thinking the next chilling time, I might do it maybe in 1 week or 2 weeks. Maybe it just depends. But but like I said, like 1 or 2 weeks. It could be on a Monday, it could be on a Friday. Which days are you free, Silver? Just wondering. Yeah, and also in a way, also being able to talk with your coworkers, I believe helps a bit too. And plus, like when you work with amazing people, you can like those of you who would make you laugh, like you can carry on a conversation with them, and just have a fun time at work. That's that'll be another thing that could help. You know, it could be another way that it can help you not feel overwhelmed. And of course, you can always ask people for help if you're not sure. Like, there are times when I was working at the cash register and there's something that I wasn't sure about. I would just simply ask one of my coworkers or one of my managers on duty. So my salary at Disney. Ooh, that's a good question. Where I was working at, let's see, what did I start at? I think it was around 12.50 an hour. I think that was that was what I started with when I first started working at Disney, and in the number of hours vary. The longest number of hours I worked, if I remember correctly, it was 77 hours and 1 minute. That's in 1 week. Yep, absolutely, Lily. Yep, never be afraid to ask for help. Yep, any kind of questions, like if there's something you don't understand, and, and you need some clarification, a good manager um, is willing to help answer the questions and be able to explain the best they can. Absolutely, Lily, absolutely. Now, that one, I would have to say no because I never worked as a lifeguard at Disney. Now, I think there was one time I thought about working as one, but I don't think I followed through with it. Um, but there are lifeguards at the water parks, over at the swimming pools at each Disney resorts. Those, yeah, those lifeguards, they make sure people are are playing responsibly and are safe as well. Safety is the number one thing when it comes to Disney. uh, yeah, I don't have a pet crocodile, but unless if you count the crocodile from Peter Pan, but that's just a joke. But no, I don't have a pet crocodile, and Florida is usually most known for alligators rather than crocodiles. But there are crocodiles. If you ever go to Animal Kingdom, they do have a crocodile along with an alligator. Maths or moths? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure which one though. Yeah, but math is alright. But how can I calculate this at Disney World? Well, I know with over at Disney, I got when I was working as a cashier, I got work with numbers somewhat, like adding and subtracting, and at times multiplying. No, but no, silver's Australian. But anyway, so you have four different theme parks. You got Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. The two water parks are Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. And there's also Disney Springs, or back then it was Downtown Disney. And of course, Hollywood Studios used to be MGM Studios. Hey Reflex, welcome. It's coming up soon. I just gotta put it together. It'll be ready soon. Interesting. Around the U.S. I'm not sure which one, Alicorn. I mean, there's certain places I've been to. However, Florida's been my main place to go. Well, Florida's where I was born and raised, so that was a gimme. Yes, Reflex. Absolutely. It all depends on the loadouts and the runs. But right now, any Disney questions like um, like something about the parks, the food, anything about Disney World, I can share my experience with you. No, Silver, I don't. Now, over at Disney World, there's certain places that offers alcoholic beverages. Now, I myself personally don't drink. Yeah, and of course, one of the I would say the main reason why I don't drink is because of what if you overdrink alcoholic beverages, it can really mess up not only your mind but also your body. Let's see. Recommend vacationing at Disney World. Well, I would say you know, pre-pandemic, yes, but post-pandemic, right now, no. I wouldn't recommend at this time. Yeah, not at this time. But I would say once things get better at Disney World, then I would say yes. But for now, no. But now, if someone if someone offered you to go with them to Disney World, and if they're paying for a ticket, yeah, it's up to you. Yeah, at least not at this time, Lily. At least not at this time. But maybe in the future. You never know. All right. Any other Disney questions? I'm gonna be I'm gonna be signing off in a little bit, but like I said though, if you missed the live stream and you're watching this in the replay, if you have any questions for me about Disney World, about my time working there, please drop them in the comment box below, and of course, please be sure they're appropriate. And also, I'll answer them in a video or a live stream, one of the two. I could probably do a combination of yeah, I could Silver. Um, I used to wear braces a long time ago. I know this is not on the topic of Disney World, but yeah, I used to. Um, the chlorine percentage at Disney World's pools, I don't know. That one I don't know. Um, I think the one that I would know about the most would be those that work in maintenance, especially around the pool. Hey, Mike, I missed you. I hope you're well, and I'm doing well on myself. I'm hanging in there, yet I'm doing well. I don't know about that. I don't know. Hey Lily, did you want to see the items I showed earlier? I don't know if let's see, yeah, that's really interesting there, Alicorn. Sure is. What? I was asking Lily Silver. Don't worry. But yeah, it'll definitely be in the replay for sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm about to be signing off anyway, so like maybe in the next 10 minutes, maybe I'll be signing off then. All right. There's still time for more questions. That I don't know, and it's again, it's not a Disney question. Now, here's another idea I thought about. If you have any questions about me personally, you can you can you can write those. Let's see. Okay, I'll make a community post about the next Q&A session. Then you can write down the questions, and I'll answer them in the next one. I don't have a well, I don't really have a mental illness. Yeah, I was diagnosed with Asperger's. But anyway, any additional questions? Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I would say sometime after the live stream, I'll make a community post about the next Q&A session. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right. What kind of Disney question, Silver? And Lily, do you have any more Disney questions? Now that let's see. I'm not sure if that one's appropriate, Silver. At least the question is. I don't think that's appropriate. But I will say that my favorite Disney princess is Cinderella. That's my favorite. No more. Okay, Lily. That's fine. Not a problem. All right, one more question, as long as appropriate. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe after this question, I'll sign off for the night. But let's see. Absolutely, Lily. Yes. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have any more questions, or if you missed the live stream and you have questions, just write them down in the comment box below. Yeah, I can. Let's see. For the next Q&A, I can answer the questions there, along with answering the questions about myself. Oh, let's see. There's a lot of them. Pirates of the Caribbean is one of them. Although the older version I like better than the newer, to be honest. But still, overall, I like Pirates of the Caribbean. And there's also where's some other rides? Space Mountain, I really like. Um, that depends, Silver. Um, Mostly, it would have. Overall, mostly it would be no. Now, there might be certain occasions where I'm allowed to, but technically no. Yeah, one can get in trouble for eating the food there. If one they didn't pay for it, two it was not offered to them. No silver, definitely not. Never stolen anything from Disney. No. Man, that would not be good at all if I did, but I definitely did not. But I am not sure what you mean, Silver. Um, never stolen anything, and I do have fond memories of my time working at Disney World. So many throughout the 13 years. You too, Lily. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up on the live stream. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with me, and I also want to thank those who answered or who asked me questions based on my time working at Disney World. Again, if you missed the live stream and you have questions for me, please let me know in the comment box below. And I'll see you all Wednesday night for some Mario Kart tour. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you next time. Bye. Bye, everybody. Good night.